Welcome to part 3 of the Invader Zim drawing collection. This is the last part, and my iPod abruptly cut me the last time I did this, and it said there wasn't enough storage. I was like, curse you, iPod, because I was literally almost done. My god, the timing for everything. It just shows you what kind of luck I have, the worst. So we already saw the Zim picture of Epic Zim. This never really came true. Pastulio is actually on the back. If you have mind-reading powers, you can see Pastulio's head back there. Stare into it and you will see Pastulio's head eventually. And then the star unit, I did all the changes to it. I needed like the eyes and the waist and a little dot in the middle instead of the square compartment. First time I'd drawn Dib since the last time I drew Dib, which was like last year. Oh wow, I actually flipped to that thing. That's actually kind of weird. So the 7th, November 7th, 2013. Almost, well, not quite a year later, but months later, I finally redraw Dib. And then I draw him again for this picture based on Dark Harvest. This is based on two positions. Zim sitting in the cafeteria and Zim by the x-ray. And the x-ray one's later in the episode. And it looks a lot creepier in the x-ray, but I couldn't draw all those organs. It'd be impossible. And then Torque's Maggie. You know, Dib's like scared out of his mind. And there's Gur being cute and pretty. I made up that quote, but this is from one of my favorite episodes, Parent Teacher Night. And Zim from Germs, or if Howard Hughes was an alien. That was so funny. I wanted to write that because I wanted to. You know, the famous guy who ended up being a germaphobe. They even quote in the commentary that most of the Zim stuff was based on that. And by the way, he's holding it, and that's not his hands. That's the label, the germ killing label. You know, the whatever, the label for the spray. I do have the plush over there, and I didn't have the plush at the time, so I couldn't use that as a reference. Invader Scooge. Gotta feel bad for Scooge. Poor Scooge. Gur and Zim. And this was Zim in his disguise with Gur just being there. I wasn't gonna draw Gur, but then I was like, oh, you know what? They have to be together. This is the episode where they kind of bonded, and then it was Gur's first. Like, you actually saw him cry, and that was, like, too adorable. And, like, that was in his doggy suit. Like, that kind of made me cry. I was like, oh my god, you're so cute. And then there's, Poop Dog, Zim's, like, worst enemy in the episode Door to Door. I loved this episode. I really did. The Death Bee from Attack of the Saucer Morons. It's literally called the Death Bee. That's what Zim names it, the Death Bee. And then, the Balloon from the Wettening. That was a weird episode, because it's so anticlimactic. It really is. Like, you didn't expect, it was like, it was like all this big epic building thing, and Zim's building, like, he's preparing technology to, fend off the water balloons for Monday, and what ends up happening is, all that work was just to build a giant, planetary, orbiting thing that sucks up all the Earth's water, then pours it down on Dib's head. That was funny. That was a good one, because it ended, I was like, okay, so are they gonna fight or something, and then realize that Zim's up in space with that thing. I'm like, oh my god, he's actually gonna drop a freaking water balloon. That was the best part for me. Rubber Parent Dad. Yeah, that's why I skipped that there. I wanted to put the mom and the dad back to back. Because, well, they're the Rubber Parents. And they're from my favorite episode. The only episode they really got a real rolling was in Parent Teacher Night, which is sad. They could have done way more with the Rubber Parents, because they're funny characters. And, yeah, who does your hair? They're both such funny characters. I wrote Dad twice, and then I ended up writing Rubber Parent Mom. The mother was harder to draw than Dad, and you can see it. It kind of sucks a little bit, but... Anyways, there's Smeet Zims and his baby, self-explanatory. Ultra Pee-Pee from Hamstergeddon. And I didn't end up going there, and there's the address right there. And I didn't end up going, and I'm just kind of sad. I'm really sad that I wasn't able to go. And then after today, it's all over. And I dreamed for that for so long, and I didn't end up going. I'm getting depressed as by saying this. Oh, well. That's my kind of luck when it comes to those celebrity famous things. I always try to do it, and then somehow I don't get to. I'm so depressed now. We don't see anything else that related to that. And then Gur and Mimi romance. Well, no, Gur and Gaz romance, that's just Zim. I know, I feel really bad for Zim. And then Gur's blown away by Mimi's cuteness. That's based on a scene from Megadoomer. And Gurr in that shot was like wiggling around, and that was so hard to draw. And thus concluded with this drawing the age of the Black Crayon. Now it was only the Sharpie that started to color anything black. And then it turned out to be the best tool for me. And Gaz the Pig Girl. Monkey! Monkey! How does Gurr say it? Monkey! Wasn't as good, but oh well. I love this little monkey. It's like the most bizarre creature to draw, but it was one of the easiest things to draw. Oh yeah, what's on the other side? Warning, you fangirls will cry if you see this. And if you don't want to see this, please stop watching this video now. If you had seen just a tiny little clip of it, it is too late. And if you want to see it, just keep watching. Anyways, I killed off Gurr in this picture. Just pause it and you will see how I killed him off and stuff. Yeah. No explanation here. Moving on. You know, with the rejects from Bestest Friend, Gretchen, Melvin, and Keith. These two were in later episodes. Actually, having a speaking role. Like Melvin was with Dib in Lice, and Gretchen was in Lice. Can I even shoot? How does she talk? I don't know. Can I even shoot her? Hey. I can't really do it. I think it was like Melissa found that voice, Gretchen. And then there's Zim in the pose from Parent Teacher. I love this pose because it was hard to draw, but it was a lot of fun because it's Zim saying, ever, you know, I will bring my parents and they shall be the most parental parents ever. I love that. And then Keith, actually at this point I had reached the 10-minute mark because I had been rambling on forever. So we have a lot to go. Let's go. And there's Keith with his present from Bestest Friend. I actually put a lot more fear into his expression. Moofy. I hate this character. I really do. I really, really hate this character. She's so whiny, so stupid. And, like, at least she gets her dues by Zim pulling her out of the ground and be like, get off my lawn, cookie beast. I love that. This, without a doubt, is basically my favorite Invader Zim picture I've ever drawn. And it's Zim and Tak being cute together. You know, it's the first thing that Zim tries to do for Tak is give her a muffin. Of course, as we all know, Tak rejects it with the orange juice, but I love that episode. It was another good one. And then for Belonius Maximus, Joan and Vasquez is, I think, second favorite episode, and then it's also one of my favorite episodes. I love, like, the laugh here that he does is great in this scene. And I love, like, the song in the background that plays is Meets of Evil. And then, like, also they did that in a Gas Chaser Report where they're like, Piggy in the background of everything. It's, like, the best episodes. I love that. Those little musical touches of, like, Piggy, pork. You know, like, they do, like, pork. You know, stuff like that. Oh, that makes me laugh. And then there's the Sur units. Like, this was crazy. This was an entire shot that panned during Megadoomer, showing all these screwed up Sur units, like, duking it out and stuff, you know, randomly firing weapons and such. But, hey, can't blame me. That was, like, just hard to draw, and I wanted to do it. The Tallest! Hey, we haven't seen them in a while. I hadn't drawn them like this, not in shadow, but like this since, well, the first time I drew them, which was basically like the third drawing I did back in the beginning of the album. Yeah, the Tallest, I hadn't drawn them together yet, so that was a first. Like, I hadn't drawn them together, like, not in the shadow, no, whatever. This thing is dropped, this conversation drops, but Zeta, just Zeta. Really hard to draw Zeta. It was a pain in the butt to draw. Why? And then there's Zim, and then there's Zim. Zim being mad because somebody ate his cookie. Zim not amused. Zim and Gurr on the love pick. And I love this because it's like a motorcycle. And then, like, the noise it makes is it, like, oinks, and then it starts taking off, you know? It's like, it does, like, this slow oinking. Oh, I love the sound effects on the show. That's why I can sometimes do them. Zim with Pustulio. Pustulio's, like, a weird character. He was only in one episode, but he was a great plot device. A hypnotic pimple, as Dib puts it. It's just a pimple! A hypnotic pimple! And then there's Gaz with another game. I actually got this Not this is on the back of volume 1, but I found a picture called Sisters. Don't you just love them? And Gaz is in that side of the pose, and she's doing that to Dib's head. Oh, that was so cute. I love that. Dib is just being tormented by Gaz, and that's just funny to me. Because Gaz is one of my favorite characters. So why are we in the 10-minute mark again? Oh, we gotta hurry up! Girls looking at you. Have your modulator. Grumpy cat, I hope this thing doesn't say you don't have enough storage. I mean sandwiches. Backseat drivers. Do you understand? I really do. Self-explanatory. This was me on the last day of school. Zim and Ger's and former civilian stuff. Chicken. Ger doing a silly pose, and then the Tollies, and then Ger licking ice cream, Zim and Dib being enemies, future Dib. Obey. And then Zim, and this is 96, 97, 98, 99. Boom, 100, get this on page. And then we're going to end this video right after this so I can show you volume 2. And that will be the 4th and final part of this Zim thing of Zim Zim. And ironically, it was Friday the 13th when I drew this, and I drew 13 things on this picture. And you can count what they are. You know, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, including the logo. So this was the 100th drawing, and I was so happy to do this. It was based on one of my favorite things. It was just the logo and Zim and Ger and stuff, and it was really cool. But I added the tallest Gaz and all the other extra stuff to make it cooler. So, on to the next part, volume 2. And the comic gets some other extra cool stuff.